trying to describe like that guilt trip that you might get when you're trying to pursue a dream of yours.
That run from problems dream?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or
that brings a whole nother aspect.
Okay. Well, okay, so those friends who are gonna try to bring you down like that, some of them maybe literally just want to hurt you. Others might be unaware of what they're doing, and the problem is that they themselves don't really know how to show that kind of support. Kind of like a immature selfishness. Like it hasn't matured to a point where you can realize that that's what you're doing, and then be like, no, dude, do what you have to do. It sounds healthy for you. It's good. Obviously, you don't want to promote. Like, I wouldn't promote you. I wouldn't be like, hey, go be a meth head again. Okay, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I mean, I might, but no,
yeah,
I'm kidding, guys. Do it for the gram.
Is that where that comes from?
Oh, what?
Do it for the gram?
Yeah, do it for the gram, for the Instagram.
Oh, okay. I thought we were still talking about meth.
Like well, we are.
Meth. Oh, okay.
Methogram.
Yeah. How do you buy meth?
I had to crack one joke this whole podcast.
How do you buy meth? What is it sold in? Like, as far like, is it sold by weights or is it sold by hits? Or...
I plead the fifth.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I really don't care. Meth is sold in. I plead the fifth. Hey, you wanna hear something funny?
Okay, do what you gotta do.
What do you call a business that sells good products?
I don't know.
A satisfactory.
Ah.
I had to crack one dad joke to make
a good dad joke.
Now that we're talking about meth, yeah, they're sold in gram form, and and ball form is a 3.5 in grams. I mean, you opened it. I didn't.
I'm still laughing at your dad joke.
That's satisfactory.
Yeah,
that was clean.
Some meth is sold in grams and balls.
Grams and balls, yeah. I mean, you can get more, but I mean, we're not gonna go that.
Yeah,
you can get a gram of meth.
But do it for the gram does not come from meth. It comes from Instagram.
Yeah, do it for the gram. Do it for the Vine. Do it for the talk. It comes in the.
I've also realized that I am extremely naive to a lot of things in life.
Like what? Like what can we talk about?
Like do it for the gram. I don't know, stuff like that. I don't even really know how to categorize it. Trendy stuff.
So you don't know what a chupapi is?
No.
Chupapi? Muñeño? Nothing? I mean, that's a TikTok.
Sounds Spanish.
But it's no real words. This guy went viral. So I'll tell you a cool story. Okay. Since we need something else to talk about when we're here. I'm at State Darts, right? Yeah. Out in Green Bay. I lose. Well, no, I won in singles. Cool, right? Doubles, we got smoked. Me and Tierra and I, rather. Let's practice proper English, right? So, if you've never been to State Darts before, guys, State Darts in Wisconsin is huge. So we have the arena in Green Bay, right?
Yeah.
I mean, hundreds of dartboards. I'm waiting for John, my buddy John Hatter, and his wife Trisha, and my boy Fish. They're still shooting, so I'm just walking around, right?
Yeah.
Drinking.
Yeah.
Of course.
As you do when you're playing darts.
So then the biggest part, I had the AirPods in, you know, because I wanted music instead of hearing, because you're pack to pack like sardines at State Darts. This is crazy, right? I'm walking around the corner of where Tierra's shooting. I didn't even know she was there because I'm listening to like J. Cole. And I look over and she's about to shoot. And I go, oh, can I get a Hoya? the whole place. Oh yeah, just
wow,
erupts. So like that's a TikTok sensation. That's how we know that things can go viral. I'm like, wow. So I do it again. Everybody's outside smoking.
Yeah.
And I run up on them. Can I get out? And they notice me for that.
That comes from TikTok?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, man. The whole state darts knew who I was because of me saying, "Can I get a Hoya?" and me not being that guy.
Yeah.
It wasn't even me, bud. But I made everybody's day. You know, I was in the Walmart. This is the funniest part of the story. I'm in the Walmart.
Okay.
And the Chupapi Muñeño guy, he went viral by just walking up to people and doing weird shit and saying that Chupapi Muñeño, Muñeño.
Okay.
They're like,
what do you
no
want?
comprende, right?
Yeah.
So I'm in the aisle at Walmart. We're looking for phone chargers. I got one of these extendable back scratchers on me, right? I pop it out. The guy walks by. I'm like, Chupapi? He just looks at me. I scratch his back. I'm like, Muñeño. He goes, this fucking guy. He walks away. But it was lit if we would have caught it on camera. It probably could have went viral, right? This dude just getting scratched.
So it's just gibberish words, and you're using it as if you're trying to talk to somebody about something.
Correct.
I'm thinking about it too much, clearly.
But that's how he did it.
Yeah.
He's walking up to guys. They're going into a business he don't even own, right? He's just standing outside. He puts his arms out and he's like, Chupapi. They put their arms out, right? He done hit him with the lint roller real fast.
Yeah.
And on the hat. And then Muñeño. So they don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
They put their hands out. And he just squirts them with some hand sanitizer. And they do this. And you know, he's in the hood, and you can't even make this up. The dude looks at him, he said, did you just clean me up real fast?
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing dumb things to do better things, I guess. I mean, I'm sure he's got a creator account where he would make money, but I mean, who thinks of that?
Yeah, that's
we're rocking C++, Java, script, anything. He's out there on TikTok.
Yeah.
I just don't know where the end game is, man.
Talking gibberish words and
Chupapi.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
There's there's an endless amount of ways to become successful. The only thing that prevents you from doing that is limiting yourself and how open you are to the things that you're willing to do.
So if you had the ideal end game, and we're talking 62 years old, you retire, where are you at?
I've already retired.
Me too.
I've been enjoying my life for quite a while at 62. What my long game is to, well, it's actually really tough to say, because I don't know where this might take me. This is kind of just like a thing that could do all kinds of stuff, but it's not something that I'm depending on. But if I were to speak just from my logical American dream idea, the idea would be to have multiple properties, income properties. By the time I'm 42-ish, so by the time my daughter's 18, 20.
Correct.
And then I, at that point, basically retire. And I'm going to go off and hike the Appalachian and Pacific Crest trails.
Say less, bro. Why wouldn't you retire at 40?
Yeah.
Why would we want to work till retirement age where we're not going to get paid any money?
No.
We might as well save our own money. right?
Mm-hmm.
I retired at 30.
Yeah.
I'm 31. I don't ever have to worry about $1 in my life right now. But that doesn't mean I'm done with my life, right?
No.
You said 42, your daughter will be 18? Huh?
Well, it should be 20.
20, well, so at 40, you're... Go hike the Appalachian. Yeah, I mean, dude.
That's about as far forward as I'm at this point. I don't know what happens after that.
And the thought process...
I also don't know how this incorporates itself into it either.
You never know. Yeah. You can't... You can only not argue facts. This might blow up. You never know. You can't predict that. But if that's the goal, you can plan that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean...
And the sales gig at the company that I'm working at right now is ideally what gets me into the real estate business.
Correct.
So that's why I'm pursuing that. But
okay. Now that we're on a different topic, how long do you think the real estate business is going to last before everybody just owns homes and nobody rents anymore? Because apartments are getting an awful lot of slumlords, and I'm only speaking on Dodge County. I don't know if there's better landlords somewhere else.
I'd be going after places like where I'm at right now.
This place is beautiful.
These are the kind of properties I would want to get.
Not as beautiful as my hair, but
yeah.
You wouldn't want to own something like this?
No, I'm saying I would, as opposed to being a slumlord and have crummy properties.
Oh yeah, trash property with no roof that leaks and you don't fix it.
Yeah, that's not the idea here.
Okay.
Keep it classy, but you're right. I don't think renting is ever gonna
keep her classy. Keep her moving. We're in Wisconsin, bud. Yeah. Tell your folks I says hi.
I don't think the renting game is ever gonna go away. I feel like there are plenty of people out there. It's actually weird to me when I meet these people, because it seems.
What do you mean these people?
These people that want to rent, that would rather rent than own because they don't want to be responsible for what comes with property ownership.
Well, the problem is though the credit score, because you can't get the loan. So if you can rent to own, you can pay rent, but then also on the back end the landlord can. If you don't pay your rent, you just paid a bunch of money to not own a property.
Yeah.
I would rent to own if I knew I was in a successful spot. Say the rent to own was $72,000.
Did you rent or own that condo in Florida?
The condo?
Yeah.
No, I rented.
Why?
I mean, it had a pool, it had a hot tub.
These are the people that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Those in that situation that are going to be like, no, I'm going to rent. I'm going to have all these amenities that I don't have to take care of but are there.
Correct. I had 2 private lakes, a dog park, a gym, a tanning, free breakfast every morning.
The renting game's not ever going to go away.
You're right, though. Depends where your location, though. Location's got to be applied to this situation. Because...
Yeah, I'm not planning on buying property in Miami or whatever.
Here, maybe, though.
But I still don't think the renting game would go away even in a place like this.
I mean, you can get cheap property out here, but the amount of money that you have to install into it to make it nice like you want it is substantial, dude. You have to have an overhead. You need a cash flow. That's got to be big. So if your sales gig works out how you want it, I mean, you're there.
That would be the cash flow.
That'd be the cash
100%
flow.
on the 100% cash flow for starting out. Yeah. But you're asking me how long I think the renting game is going to last, and I'm saying I don't see it going away. People like renting. People like not being held accountable to the roof that leaks, or the lawn that needs to be mowed for some properties. snow removal, plumbing issues, blah, blah, blah. They'd rather have that settled in their monthly payments.
If the landlord handles it.
Yeah.
If the landlord doesn't handle it, people move away from renting.
Do they move away from renting, or they move to a different place to rent?
Debatable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably like 60-40. I'll send that one your way.
Okay.
But you gotta at least give me like 35.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've thought about owning property because of renting, but
yeah, I wouldn't mind like a duplex, a couple of them, you know.
Yeah.
What do you think the best way right now in the world is to make money?
The best way?
Don't say selling meth.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's that.
I mean, but it is, but
it's definitely profitable.
Well, yeah, obviously we're not gonna argue facts. No, I think like the best business in the world, the industry to be in, is, you're probably right, real estate. It's probably moving properties, but right now, before it becomes that, what is it? The best way to make money?
Making a commission.
Sales.
I don't think it is of it as what makes the most money, but what is the best way to get paid.
What's lucrative?
Yeah, there's three different ways to get paid. There's hourly, salary, and commission. And
Correct.
of the three, commission has the highest. Well, it doesn't even have a limit.
There is no limit.
There is no limit.
That's how we did 22 million.
Yeah.
Was commission.
So
my team on third shift, I was falling asleep on third shift at my desk, listening to my people make their calls, waiting to come close their deals.
yeah.
But it was worth it. The commission was there. You're probably 100% right there too.
So again, that's the idea of getting into sales, because the sales at this company would be commission based. But it's really just a start, just to get foot in the door, get my feet wet at selling products or services and whatnot. And from there, it can grow into some, a lot of doors open once you get there.
Oh, absolutely.
Which is, why I would also say to somebody younger that if you can get into the hospitality game and sling drinks or, lay down plates of food and use that experience to get into sales shortly after, 100% that's what I would have done. That's how I would do things differently now.
You would have took that route.
Yeah, and I was close to already doing it without even realizing what I was doing, because I started in a supper club as a dishwasher, and then became a busser, then became a line cook,
Correct.
then became a server,
Yep.
and left there before I was old enough to do the
You
bar.
would have been right there, dude.
And I would have been right there.
You had the journey. You had the path.
Yeah, but I didn't even know that's what I was doing, but I was doing it anyway. It's crazy.
My first job was a dishwasher, and then I moved to busboy. I think I was 13. My dad was letting me drive my expedition. Well, what would have been my expedition.
Yeah.
Not gonna incriminate myself on camera. Drive it to work, learning how to drive before I even took my driver's test. I passed 0 on the driver's test, got my license. I dishwashed there and bust there for years. But there was no movement.
Ooh, yeah, I got lucky, man. The owners of that supper club encouraged me to learn all the different stuff.
But I made a move.
Okay.
Let's go back to my path. When I moved from there, I went to Cops Food Center. Roundy's a corporation, and then I was a bagger, a cart boy.
Of course.
Got to start there.
Yeah.
Then I went to produce, right? Then I went to dairy. Worked with my boy Luke. He started helping me out with my finances a little bit, if that makes sense. And then I became produce manager, and then I became assistant store manager. I was 17.
Oh, wow.
I worked through the whole Roundy's corporation exactly how you just explained it.
Yeah.
Step by step. You almost have to, right? But I got busted for smoking a cigarette.
Ah.
I was only 17.
Bummer, dude.
And that was a part of Roundy's policy, which is fine. So I got fired.
Yeah.
I had no choice but to do something else at that point, but I worked through it, you know?
You've laid down a process and it worked out, so you could take that somewhere else.
Yeah, like, and then I go to a place like, we won't incriminate him, so duh pig. And I give him the resume to apply for the produce department because I loved working that. Okay. I loved every aspect of it. It was great. He said, "You're underqualified."
Under?
You know, hold up.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about this, and this is over the phone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm hearing this. I'm like, you mean to tell me I managed to pick and save? And I'm underqualified to run it, and
Yeah.
I mean, we don't got to point out the elephant in the room, but I mean, it is what it is, bro. It really is.
That's messed up.
Tell me I'm after I post the whole resume, like all managed produce, worked in dairy, stocked, cashiered, CSR, and bagger, cart boy. So I worked a whole grocery store. Assistant managed the whole store. And you want to tell me I'm underqualified to work in your produce department? That's wild, man.
So what'd you do after that?
After I lost that job, that's when I started bartending.
Well, I meant, like, how did you handle that blatant rejection? You just decided to go bartending right after that?
No, I was a little disappointed because I needed a job.
Yeah.
And yeah, I did. Right after that, I went to I was DJing at Sidelines in Mayville. So I DJ'd out there. They paid me pretty good for just a Friday night. I mean, it kind of kept me afloat before I did some other things, but I mean, it was a tough path to try to figure it out, to get to this point, to be like, now I'm moving. You know, I'm moving on to the next venture.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's why I said when we were talking about the bucket list thing, like I've done everything, man. I don't have anything left to do except just go see out west.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's what's something you would tell advice-wise to your 18-year-old self, knowing what you know now? And knowing where your 18-year-old self is going, what would you say?
Don't have sex unprotected.
Would you follow that advice?
If I told myself?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Think so?
I can't even see my son, so what was the worth to it? I guess I don't value it because you never know who you're gonna end up with in life, you know? Mm-hmm. You know, might not be the girl that you want to spend the rest of your life with, and unfortunately the system's pretty bogus and child support's tough, and I'm sure we're all aware of that. Thanks for everybody tuning in. But yeah, I mean, when I came back I came on vacation. I left with a kid.
Yeah.
And when I say I left Mayville, not Florida. So yeah, I mean, if I could come up with a better answer, what I would tell my 18-year-old self, stay true to your friends.
Sure.
That's what I would really tell myself if you want an honest answer. I mean, I can make jokes all day about this, but stay true to your day ones, you know?
Yeah.
Because you never know when they're not going to be around. You don't know what they're doing.
For sure.
What about you? How would you answer that question?
So here, when I was younger, like 14, 15, I'd always daydream of meeting my 30-year-old self and trying to like imagine who that person looked like and what kind of conversation we would have together and what I would ask that person. You know, like,
so you're 18 and you're 30 and you're talking to yourself?
I'm 14, 15, imagining I'm talking to my 30-year-old self.
Okay.
Because I had just watched some sort of, I don't know, there was a bunch of time travel movies out at that point. Oh, I guess there's always time travel movies out. But anyways, I was heavily thinking about time travel. And I thought it'd be really cool. Because I thought at that time that my 30-year-old self would be my peak self. Okay?
Right now.
Right now. So, I always wanted...
This is eerie.
I always wanted
this is really eerie.
To talk to that guy. And I find myself at that age not the guy that I envisioned, who was basically jacked and super successful. And not just, it's not a disappointment.
No,
that's not what I'm
you're
saying.
Doing well. Yeah, absolutely.
But if I met that 18-year-old kid now, I would tell myself, stop looking at me and be you. A thing that happened a lot in my adolescence and upbringing is I tried to be like a chameleon, what I thought other people liked. And so the biggest point of advice I would give my younger self is to fuck that and just be you, because honestly, I'm 30 years old and I wish I could go back and talk to you because I think you're the coolest guy I've ever met.
And wow, I mean that's the realest stuff I've never spoke, because I look, and I'm not going to be rude in this aspect, I look at all the people I went to high school with, the glow up wasn't real. And when I graduated, I was 340 pounds.
Yeah.
I didn't get no attention in high school. The only thing I got was crying females, right?
Yeah.
So then I look at these females that were crying to me back, and I look at my today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
you're good.
I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I'm gonna be okay. I got a hot wife. It don't matter. But I'm scrolling through these Facebooks and I'm looking at these people and I'm like, what did that do you back then? You should have told your exactly what you said.
Yeah.
I wish I could have told my 30-year-old self the same thing when I was that age. Unfortunately, I didn't. I just got it one day.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, fix yourself, bro. What are you even doing? Why are you like this? What are you... And that's when I went to rehab. And that's when I just time traveled back here to meet with you today so we can talk about this.
I think that's a great segue to end the day. Let people reflect on that for a little while. How do you feel about that?
I feel like we have one more question.
All right, tell it.
Wow, I can't even think about it. What's the thing? Oh, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Just kidding. I love you, buddy.
That was good. I would give you money for a Klondike bar. Thanks for being on here.
Hey, man.